The weather's been pretty cold this winter, but the newly established Sidecar Coffee Shop is providing a warm spot on College Hill. The quaint coffee shop began when co-owner Jed Vanderzanden quit his job to roast his own coffee full-time, selling his product in various Cedar Valley stores. Vanderzanden was renting commercial space in downtown Cedar Falls from Brent Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom had recently acquired property on College Hill, and then Andy Footman came into the mix.
One of the top needs, according to a survey conducted by the College Hill Partnership, one of the top needs was a coffee shop, one of the things the neighborhood wanted the most. So Brent, knowing Jed, thought that we could put together a coffee shop where we roasted our own beans. So I worked for Brent, and he called me in January and asked me if I like coffee, and I told him I did like coffee, and he said, let's start a coffee shop.
So Footman began to learn everything he could about coffee and the coffee-making process.
I have a friend who owns a company in Waterloo, and he bought a commercial espresso machine at the same time that I needed to learn how to make coffee. So I ended up going there twice a day for about 6 months, and I was the staff barista for their office.
Footman also met with a friend who worked at Brewed Cafe in Cedar Rapids. He traveled to the coffee shop weekly for several months to expand his coffee knowledge.
So because those two people were so generous to us, we were able to start this coffee shop and not have it be a complete disaster. And we've been very lucky to have an unbelievable staff. We're the kind of people who can work together, make something up as you go along, and not get rattled. So far, it's been way better than we could have expected.
Sidecar's greatest challenge also came with a great accomplishment.
We didn't want to go overboard right at the beginning because we were inexperienced. So we turned the open light on, and I put a picture of the open light on Facebook. Waited about an hour and a half, and then it went completely bananas. And so one of the top challenges we had at the beginning was we didn't know what to do with a line of people.
Footman spoke about how the coffee roasting process, which is done by co-owner Jed Vanderzanden, is essential to making good coffee.
We have 2 new coffees from Papua New Guinea and Rwanda. The harvests come in, Jed takes the fresh beans and he profile roasts them. So he roasts them and he takes notes every 30 seconds of the various attributes of his roaster, and then over time he figures out exactly how he wants to do it, and then he takes his plan downtown and roasts a whole bunch at a time.
Sidecar Coffee makes everything fresh, such as their soups and syrups, or gets it from local companies, like baked goods coming from Scratch Cupcakery. UNI student Darian Everding can taste the freshness that makes Sidecar unique.
I really think that the quality is better than what you're going to get at a Starbucks. The service is better than what you're going to get anywhere else.
And she notes the convenience of the coffee shop being located on College Hill.
I really hesitate using my vehicle if I have to go walk out and spend as much time walking to get to it than warming it up. So anywhere I can walk to really makes it a very convenient business that I think I'm going to use a lot more.
Footman feels that College Hill is a good location for the shop, and the people are a key part of his experience with Sidecar Coffee.
We have a lot of people who come here fairly often, and it's been really fun to get to know the people that come to the shop. There's a lot of energy on the hill these days. New stuff popping up all the time. There's so many people around. What we're doing is different than what anybody else is doing around here, and we are taking our own approach, and we think this is a great place to do it.
For UNI TV, I'm Olivia Hottle.